So I don't know if you guys have any kind of just general questions about how this came to be. I think most of the information I sent out in the press advisory, so let us know though if you have any just kind of operational questions on how we got here.
Yeah, and I would say that context, however you can totally focus on this. We have a whole suite of things, therapy services, other things that we offer caregivers, knowing how stressed everyone is, and this was just a unique opportunity on top of that. This is so funny. You know how when you have a baby, you rock them? I found myself like swaying.
Oh, totally. Just when you have like 8 pounds in your hand that
Right?
is
It's just
living
like
and
right
breathing.
back to the.
Are you guys ready?
We're good to go.
Okay, yeah, so why don't we just start left to right? So Christine, if you want to, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't met you yet.
Hi, Stephanie.
Stephanie. Okay, yeah, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Stephanie.
Well, I was just wondering how, how this came about, I guess.
So we have been talking about supporting our caregivers, for quite a long time, knowing that there was a need. And one of our doctors, Dr. Charles Knoll, who's the head of our rehabilitation services, sent me a link to a video that talked about baby goat therapy, and it was adorable. And it also talked about how being able to take a break in a green space was nice. And so I reached out to my people who do green space, saying maybe we can enhance that, and then sent the video to Christy DeRay, who's our manager of volunteer services, and kind of said, "Isn't this adorable?" Christy ran with it. She, within days, said, "I can do this. I'll make contacts," and so it came to pass that we were able to bring the goats in, and the response has been amazing.
Will it be an ongoing?
Goating. So this was a pilot. I think given the response, that we'll want to do it again. Absolutely.
And then as for the goats, are they local goats?
They are local goats. Rachel, who owns them, is right here. We have this goat and another one that were born 2 days ago, and a few other goats that were born like a week to 10 days ago. But they are local. And in fact, when some of our caregivers asked about their kids, there are visits available to the farm, and we'll have to get Rachel to give you the details about that. But it is local. They are local.
And do you know if, I know the goats are very young, do you think that age was on purpose? Do you feeling like a baby kind of thing?
I think so. I don't know all the literature behind it, but it's true that like at this age they will calmly rest in your hands. And I think what you notice about it is our life is very frenetic in healthcare, and we're always responding to something. But when you're holding a baby or a baby goat, you really have to kind of slow down your breathing, get centered, be present, and it's not something we're all good at doing on our own, and this forces us to do it. So it's really pretty cool. One of our managers yesterday said, when she heard about the ghosts, she thought, "Oh, that's cute." But when she held them, she started to cry. And I think that when you think about all the stress that gets compartmentalized, and then suddenly you can kind of relax and go, "Whew, I needed this."
So I was going to say, you started the kind of how the process happened. If you could dial that down into maybe 2 really succinct sentences
Sure.
of how this kind of happened, just so it's a little more, for video, a little more efficient.
Absolutely. So we've been focusing on care for our caregivers, and one of our doctors, Charles Knoll, sent me a link. It looked amazing done elsewhere, and Christy ran with it.
I mean, we have 4 adorable goats here. Could you just talk about who we have in the room here with us?
I wish I knew. I know the black and white one is Oreo. Rachel, do you want to tell us a little bit about who's with us today? Do you mind?
Yeah. So we have 4 baby goats with us today. Am I fine from over here? Okay. We have 4 baby goats with us today. We have 2 sets of siblings. So our 2 older ones are 9 days old, and they both got names when they went to Redwood Memorial Hospital on Monday. The black and white one right here is Oreo, and the tan and white one right there is Carmel. Oreo's a boy, Carmel's a girl. Our other set of baby goats, we also have a boy and a girl that Roberta's holding. They're just 2 days old, and we're hoping they'll have names by the end of the day.
And they were asking if your farm was local. Can you just tell us where you're from?
We are. We're located in Ferndale. We're just about a mile outside of town, and so it's about a 20-minute drive from here, maybe 30, depending on traffic and lights. And we do farm visits as well, so our business cards are here on the table. But you can visit us at the farm. We cuddle the baby goats, we feed them lunch, we play with our older babies that are a little too rambunctious for an event like this. And then you can meet some of the older goats and some of the other animals that we have here at the farm.
Is this your first time doing this?
This is our first time doing therapy with baby goats, yes.
And we're so glad you were willing to do so.
It's been a lot of fun.
Any more questions for Roberta?
Yes. So this is exciting. I wanted to know, does staff have to take time from their shifts to come out here? Can they also do it apart from a shift?
Either way, so they get breaks in their day. If they want to use a break to come, they can certainly do that.
Okay.
But I think some people are coming in even if they're not working just to come in and cuddle a goat.
I can't blame them. This is great. And then, of course, this is supplemental to other things that you're doing to maybe address root causes of stress, yeah?
Absolutely. So we have a lot of wellness initiatives and services available. Some of them, virtual therapy, apps for yoga and meditation. And there's really a full spectrum. It's one of the values of being part of Providence is we have a lot of resources. We're also doing a lot of work with our chaplains. This has been an incredibly hard couple of years, and more recently, some more stress in our emergency department. So it's just this is just a little glimpse of hope and soothing efforts in the midst of a much bigger initiative.
Absolutely. And then, so staff are coming from all departments, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and the way we did it is we did it Monday at Redwood Memorial Hospital, yesterday on our general hospital campus, which has rehab and inpatient, outpatient rehab, and today here.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for being here.
You said the response has been good so far. How have you been gauging that? Just sort of.
I think Christy can comment. Christy is the energy behind this effort, and
She's our director of goat therapy.
it's a new part of her title. Do you want to
That's
comment?
the best title.
Do you want to comment on the response you've seen? Come on.
Sure. The staff at first, I think, was a little hesitant and thought, oh, it might just be something that you'd want to bring your kids to. But once they're in the room, they've just completely melted. And some people are really quiet, but it's really neat to see their whole body transform and just emotionally how they're connected and have to stay calm. And once word got out, now that we worked our way to St. Joe's, everybody wants to come. So can't underestimate the value of pennies, little guys. We probably had close to 200 people, caregivers that came yesterday from outlying clinics as well at General, and quite a few. I think everybody came at Redwood Memorial throughout the 4-hour time we were there. Yeah.
Any other questions? Well, thank you for sharing this with our community. I think it's a kind of a uniquely Humboldt approach to connecting and super important as part of that larger effort for our caregivers. So it's nice for the community to be aware of what we're doing as well. Thank you. All right, I'll share this little moment.
I'm going to try to get a caregiver to speak. Would you guys like that to have an actual caregiver?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.